welcome back to Dark Heresy. I may have just cut out there in the middle of that. If so, I apologize. Yes. Last time, the warband continued investigations and made it to speak to the fabricator Locum. She showed you a vid file that was supposed to prove that the fabricator general was a heretic, as it depicted his Scythia gunning down the Texorcists. But Narcia noticed something was wrong with it, and with a bit of zoom and enhance, discovered that it wasn't the Texorcists that were being shot unprovoked. It was that there was a fucking man of iron. Oh God. Oh no. For those of you who don't know or don't remember, men of iron are the reason that the Imperium bans all AI. They were the leading cause of the destruction of the great human empire of the Dark Age of technology. And the war against them persisted into the fall of Long Night, and, well, all of the bad times before the Emperor came and made things good, until the other bad times.
Wow, Warhammer is officially the lightest universe now.
It's not, but okay.
They assume in the future humanity falls due to it creating machines it cannot control far above their intelligence, rather than their own stupid fucking, rather than just their own stupidity.
Not only that happened, but then, Slanish got born and all the places got, fucked over. And then it turns out that, like, the greatest immortal ever to live is a brilliant scientist, an excellent general, but an abusive father.
It is a bright future because all the bad things are not our fault.
Also, I questioned the brilliant general a bit. He was an excellent tactician. He was the Rommel of the far future.
Oh, that fair.
You take that back. He had the most brilliant, ingenious strategy of hit with sword.
That's a tactic.
Merz?
It is a lifestyle, thank you very much.
Tactics are one thing, but have you seen his hairline? His glorious, glorious hair.
Yes, I have, eventually. When the photos of it showed up 3 years late, along with all of the rest of the logistics I ordered.
Wow, you got it faster than me.
Alright. Yes. Armed with the knowledge of the Men of Iron, the warband was able to relatively quickly settle a truce between the factions. And set yourselves up. We're a little bit voluntold into being a probing element to go and determine how many there are, what their full capabilities are. Is it going to be safe to deploy Scythia against them, or are they just going to be mind-controlled? Is it going to be safe to be a tech priest near them? All these questions and more. But in order to go on that probing expedition, you decided that you were a little under-equipped, and the best thing to do was to go to the site of a thermonuclear blast and pick up the scraps of a knight.
As you do.
Because then, in like a week or two, or possibly more, it'll be back in a functional state, and Juno can pilot it.
Yay!
And, not just be deleted by, one bad scatter.
That's pretty
Right.
likely.
Yeah.
Speaking of bad scatter.
And, because you didn't manage to get the night unopposed. Indeed, things got a bit hairy, as several of the Scythiae and machines that fell around the night were reanimated by a sinister motive force. And, well, they took some killing, and they also almost gave some killing. Graves and Eloa especially got to experience the fun of galvanic rifles, and Eloa got her genes spliced. And Ceiko was bounced like a ping pong ball off of your gun cutter. That wasn't by the zombies. That was just Juno.
I deserved it.
You're fine. You didn't take any crits. You're great. You're wonderful.
The only damage I took was from that.
Exactly, and it wasn't lethal, so you're fine.
I took the damage of not having killed enough of them yet. I need to rectify this.
Yes. So... it is going to be a couple of days for those two to get themselves fully fixed up. But thankfully, both of them have passed the Crux Mechanicum, so there is no shortage of young nubile tech acolytes who want to worship their bodies. Unfortunately, it's not in a particularly sexy way. It's in a sort of just oiling and cranking and cranking and oiling, and occasionally buffing.
Ah. Parlami, Puccio.
Strange, I have not yet heard that language before, yet it sounds godly.
You haven't spoken Italian before?
Wait, is this in character? Does Italian still exist?
Mamma mia.
Look, if Space Latin can exist, the bastardized Space Italian can exist. That's just
Low
low
comes in
Gothic.
many forms.
Okay.
Like, we were just on the French planet, and they have less right to exist than the Italians. So
I mean, we're gonna go there, fair. Oh, either way, I'm like at half my HP right now.
I can't help you.
All right, I need to get repaired, not healed.
Don't worry, I can help you.
That's right. I healed back to full.
As I said, DCL, there is no shortage of nubile tech adepts willing to take care of your mechanical form.
Good for Eloa. Eloa has a fate point.
They don't need it. The reality is, even if they just fail their tests, gradual maintenance will put you back out in the field before the Titan is ready.
Oh, right. Oh, if we're not going like back out right now, then yeah, I'm fucking fine.
I mean, I guess you could if you want to go without the knight that you picked up, and also with you and Eloa banged up.
Sorry, I was under the impression that we were still death marching and we just got a really bad first encounter. Sorry, my bad. If we were taking this piecemeal, no, we're fine. I'm fine.
Are you so determined to get yourselves killed without me? You bastards!
Look, I am very determined to do the Emperor's work. Let's leave it at that.
But I'm not there in the field with you. You can't possibly die without me. Selfish prick.
You're right, I need you there to finish it.
Yes.
Reminder that despite him being my best friend, like one of my best friends, I think Snippy actually has the highest kill count for my characters in any of my D&Ds ever.
And we're just getting started.
Moving on, though. Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll just top myself back up.
Yes, it is probably a good plan. Ow. The, However, couple of days will pass. Graves, you are cleared to return to, your other comrades.
But am I cleared to get Strider legs? Ignore me.
Put a pin on that.
Yes, even by the time Graves is released to the rest of the warband, none of you have seen Eloa.
Strange.
I'm sure she's fine.
Just for safety's sake, I shall go look for her.
You do that. Tell her I said hello.
Let's see if I can't get any trail of where Eloa is. Let's see if I can't even call her. Because that's what sensible people do. They call each other.
No, I don't think you're going to get a response via comms.
Yeah. She did sustain heavy damages. But she should be repaired up and ready, with considering everything. I'm gonna start asking around. Let's see if I can't politely ask where my friend and companion is.
So, DCL,
Yes.
do you have the inquiry skill trained?
Would you be amazed if the answer was no?
Not at all.
DCL, would you like to pull someone that has inquiry? Like Narcia?
I will slowly walk up and forklift over Narcia and set them down.
Fucking Narcia will just stay posed for the duration of the forklifting as it glitches out of existence.
Graves will have beeping and tire sounds.
There you go.
All right.
Wow.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry, I wasted that roll. Holy shit.
Alright, Narcia, you can eventually find a adept who is willing and able to give you answers.
Ah, perfect.
Designate Eloa. Confirming tech executor. Confirming?
Confirm.
Most excellence. She is the Blessed One is undergoing rites of uplifting.
Confirm.
Ah, I see.
Eloa is currently undergoing surgery.
I see. So long as all's well. I simply wish to check.
I will inform you once he gets out of surgery.
Thank you, Narcia. I do not think this warband would run so smoothly without you.
I thank you for your kind words, Sir Graves. I
Yeah, that's
am
all I
pleased
wanted.
to serve the Emperor.
Just want to make sure Eloa didn't get fucking heresied away or some shit. Unlikely as it is.
All right.
Actually, hey Merz.
Hello.
Yeah, I do have my I think my eye does come with thermal, doesn't it? My augmented eye, because it was good quality. Bionic vision, predator vision. Is predator vision heat vision, or was that something else?
Yep, that's heat vision.
All right, I want to start using that a lot during the time because I'm curious. Wait, do I know if men of Iron actually have like a humanish heat signature, or would it be something different?
That sounds like something you should be asking the tech priests. That's definitely not something you would know yourself.
It was predisposed, but I'll get that idea and I'll go ask Narcia. Although I doubt. Yeah. I doubt they'd be so easily found. If that was the case, then they wouldn't be such a problem. Got excited there. Either way, on the off chance, I'll try switching on with Predator Vision whenever I meet somebody.
Alright. You'll quickly learn that tech priests are pretty warm. Seriously, there are bits of them that just glow. It's kind of unpleasant to look at their centers for too long with predator vision.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm going
Stop
to need
overclocking.
I'm going to need a new bionic eye because I made the mistake of saying toaster in the presence of one of them while I had the predator vision on, and their crotch lit up so bright that I'm blinded now. This was a mistake, and I hope to never repeat.
He learned more than he needed to.
I learned more than I needed to, yet somehow nothing I wanted to.
It just reminds me of Adventure Time. I can sense their heat signatures, sir, but there's a problem. What is it, Ensign? I can't sense our heat signature.
Oh, alright. Anything else, DCL?
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good. Unless the legs were actually on the table.
I mean, if Ella was undergoing surgery, then clearly they're willing to give out some cybernetics. So, would you like to ask about them?
if for whatever reason in character I know of Strider Legs, you know what? I don't even know about Strider Legs. Here's what I'm probably doing, right? I'm going up to them and going,
Well, the augments have given me some power, and I certainly do see the benefit of the true flesh. I must say, I am somewhat dissatisfied by the loss of agility and speed and movement. Considering how malleable the true flesh seems to be, I was wondering if there wasn't anything I could have installed in my legs now to make me a bit more like I was before, if not even better.
Mhm. Analyzing query. Clarification. You wish for greater speed to eradicate the foes of the Omnissiah.
Indeed, the closer I can be to them, the sooner, the faster they die.
Affirmative. Imperative. Follow.
I follow along.
You will be led along through the forge till a tech priest brings you to what seems to be a Scythia repository. There are several of the tech guard just knelt in silent prayer. Or perhaps they're sleeping. Or perhaps they've just died and nobody has noticed. It's very difficult to tell.
.mp3.
But the priest will gesture you to come through that outer room to then where you can see the this next chamber has been enlarged and seems to serve as a training room, or at least practice, as there are several Scythia enacting combat protocols. But one thing that'll catch your eye is that one group of them is instead of wearing the heavy battle armor and long black or red robes, they are stripped down and only bare metal is visible. Their legs are not at all like those of a human. They are digitigrade, double knees, allowing them to bend and in ways that look like they should be painful, but are just allowing these cyborgs to leap and sprint with remarkable speed.
Those legs. I've seen those legs before.
Query, you have witnessed a Sicarian in combat?
No, not the Sicarian. I refer to a monster back on my home planet. It seems nature did optimize for speed in a way that not even science could break away from. It explains why we never stood a chance. These legs, these Scutarians, Can you explain them further to me? They catch my interest.
The priest nods the understanding. Even the most degenerate Xeno catch glimpses of the Omnissiah's wisdom and fashion themselves after his transcendent designs. These categorized Dunster-Ida leggings, they allow longer strides to be taken with the same motive impulse. They can enhance motive impulses for great leaps and bounds. Witness demonstration. He turns and can just hear the shrill buzz of Technolingua as he instructs both the Sicarians and the training arena to form in such a way that for the outrunning Skitarii to reach their targets, you have to leap up and over various platforms. A task they perform with aplomb.
Hey, Merzendi.
Yes?
Really quick, looking shit posting. Look what Ben just posted.
Yes. He pinged me with that in another server.
Ah, okay.
But it is pretty solid. Note, however, they are normally only authorized for use by Sicarian stalkers. They cannot be used to their full potential outside of an integrated maniple.
An integrated maniple, as in a system installed within.
A system of Sicarians. He buzzes for a moment. The standard Gothic term squadron is applicable.
Ah, it would be something I'd have to get from them.
When multiple Sicarians engage together, they can utilize their agility in ways they cannot alone.
Ah, now I see what you meant. Well, I would certainly love to have more companions I could trust in battle that would move just as fast and as furious with a blade. I think I can manage some capability and potential of this by myself. Having such speed would be useful considering the types of monsters that we seem to be running into.
The priest just buzzes and your request will be forwarded. I am not authorized to gift you such a device, such an holy aspect of the true flesh. However, you have demonstrated your fealty to the Omnissiah.
Indeed, blessed with new true flesh or not, I still have a duty, and one I will not renege on. I only wish it so that I may smite the Omnissiah's enemies all more efficiently.
The tech priest buzzes happily.
Am I allowed to speak with the Scutarii?
Should you wish. Note, however, those who members of the laity often find them disturbing.
Mayhap so. But even if I'm not to get a piece of their technology, I was to learn of them. I think there is tactics and things that to be learned there. If not for me to use, then maybe for something my pupil can integrate. Either way, I think I'll use that channel for communication.
Proceed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have, I guess, Graves try to just understand a bit of their history and battle philosophy and tactics. And I can roleplay that out, but I don't know if you want to give roleplay a full expedition dump, full lore dump of a.
Yeah, so I think I'd rather not. And also, Sicarians, even they're not very talkative. Even when you move it to battle philosophy and history and how they serve the Omnissiah, you're still getting very perfunctory responses.
So talking to brick wall, huh?
No, it's see, brick walls have a bit more individual character.
Damn.
These are like cybernetic super soldiers who were hurt really badly and then got put in new bodies. There's quite a lot in common with you, actually.
Yeah, I was actually going like,
But you see, they, unlike you, they started with a life. They are approaching the end of a lifetime of psychosuppressants, hypno hymns, and the occasional partial lobotomy.
they go through a lot, don't they?
They exist to be the perfect enforcers of the Omnissiah's will on the battlefield.
You really do have a lot of common there.
Yeah. Especially the Rust Stalkers, who you just watch them fight from close up. They really are just like you in melee. They are so stabby.
Are those the ones with the reactive knives?
Yes.
They
No.
say not much to me, but I find kinship in them. You're a kindred spirit. I'm trying to say words. I will eventually say them.
Fair enough. Yeah. So, as you are not a member of the Adeptus Mechanicus, if you wanted to try to acquire the legs, they are extremely rare.
So it's going to cost a lot of influence, isn't it?
That would be 5 influence if you want to buy. Yes.
But let me ask you, can you truly put a price on the ability to close the gap between your cowardly enemies so that you may cut them down in the name of the Emperor? I don't think you can. I think that's worth it.
Fair enough. I mean, it is basic. It is almost 1 square per point of influence.
Exactly. It's a good deal.
And then DCL had no influence left.
Okay, so Graves is now big.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, I'm still opting in.
You go up to
Means
size.
we look at that glorious token better.
Yep. You go up to size 5. Your base movement increases by 3. Also, increasing a size category increases your movement by an additional 1. So, please up your base movement by 4.
Yes, it was by 4. And let's see what my run is. All right.
And just for anyone who's curious, that image shows a Sicarian with their special legs.
Aren't they fucking horrifying?
Yes.
Sometimes to slay the monster, you must become the monster. But only within Emperor-sanctioned rules.
Messiah sanctioned rules. In this
Yeah,
case.
you've gone beyond MP here. You're into the Techno
You are
Dragon
being
now.
thoroughly indoctrinated into the Mechanicus cult.
Juno's so disappointed at all of you. Except Balti, he's fine.
You have,
Yes, Juno is so disappointed at the people who cannot afford to wear power armor.
Look,
I have no idea how much I am ready to do a thing. It's going to be amazing.
look, all right. My old flesh was only going downhill from there, especially after getting brutally eviscerated and exploded.
It's okay to just die for the Emperor, you cucks.
Look, if I'm gonna die for the Emperor, I have to maximize my death as much as possible.
Even in death, he still serves the Omnissiah.
Exactly. I'm like a fucking bad TV show. I'm gonna keep getting reruns. Slowly, I'm going to start changing all my skulls into wolf skulls.
Work.
Graves is just a furry, and then it's only when he dies and looks in the mirror and realizes what he's become does he finally dread death.
No, it's fine. It's fine. The Empire sanctioned furries a long time ago. That's why we have an entire chapter based around them.
Yeah, but yeah, my shit posting aside. Sorry.
Alright. So let me just scroll up with what you've been getting on with in the sidebar. Savin, you did make the heraldry roll already.
Yes. Long ago.
He was excited for it.
Alright. Yes. Examining the chassis of the armature, we'll see that, well, you don't recognize many of its battle honors, but they are varied, and you can discern some standard patterns from them. It was this walker was constructed around 1500 years ago, or at least that was the date of its first campaign, and it served with distinction across the Gothic sector and neighbouring sectors. The most battle honours come naturally from the Gothic War itself, and for while it was a war won in the void, no conflict in the 41st millennium exists without ground combat. And the pilot of this knight apparently won several accolades on the fields of Schindelgeist when the despoiler abandoned his vanguard and fled with his tail between his legs back to the warp.
So, am I able to discern what house it served? Who did this belong to?
Yes, you can recognize it as being a knight of House Tanstilt, one of the two knight houses native to Vindelax.
Tanstield. How's that written?
Appropriately German.
Thank you.
Quite alright.
I suppose when we dug this boy out, was there a corpse in the pilot's seat? I don't think we ever...
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Though the armature is salvageable, its cockpit armor was badly compromised. Not a large hole, but a deep one that terminated in the unfortunate former rider's jugular.
Oof.
It would probably have been quick, though.
Yeah, he didn't feel a lot of pain.
Other than the combat stims keeping him conscious the whole time.
Guess aside from
Oof.
those, guess at some point Juno will have made sure to arrange for him to have a nice funeral. Feel like I should honor this fellow. I'm borrowing his knight.
Alright. Yeah, why don't you go ahead and make me a charm test here. Any bonuses you have for dealing with knights and the Imperial nobility as a whole will apply.
Can I help?
Yes, so you
I
can
help.
assist.
Would Sororitas or Mechanicus here apply? Obviously, Knight would.
Mechanicus, yes, as they are a
Okay.
Mechanicum aligned house.
And Narcia assists, so... Oh, my 5! I really wish I'd saved that for later, but I'll take it.
So you say that, but if you hadn't taken the time to do that, I was statting someone out who was going to want a duel with you.
Oh, yeah, dual fates.
Aw, I'm sorry Duckles doesn't get to kill that guy.
No, it would be with you in the nights.
Oh,
I
I'm sorry,
wouldn't
I
be
don't get
there.
to kill that guy now. Alright. That's good though. I'm glad they're taking the news well. I'm just gonna borrow this for a bit.
Yes. Delivering the body back, and he promised to avenge him and bring glory to both to yourself and to the house by proxy. Can assuage their fears and anger about someone swooping in and stealing one of their knights. Especially one that, well, had just so recently fallen with honor. This isn't like you're going to their storehouses and taking one that's destined for a noble that just hasn't grown up enough yet. No, you're stripping this off of a corpse and borrowing it. So it
Yeah, I mean Juno feels bad about that, but needs must.
yeah.
It's for a good reason, she tells herself and also them.
Well, at least one group is convinced. I don't know about you. That's just up to you.
It's okay. Once the night brainwashes me, I'm sure I'll believe it too.
Yes. As repair works begin to approach completion, Juno, the tech adept will approach you. He is holding a data pad in an excessively large mechanical claw, and as he comes up, he just starts tapping it quite disapprovingly.
Something the matter?
Affirmative. This is the full surgical schedule, and you are not on here. How will we get your implants complete for the interface in time for you to pilot the Orca into battle if we do not have you on the schedule?
I do not believe the implants are necessary for this model. It is just an armiger, after all.
Oh.
Do not tell me you are planning on relying on a core gel interface with the helm?
That's correct.
You are aware of the limitations of core gel, yes?
Yes, I know I will not control him with the same alacrity as a enhanced knight, but it is a risk I'm willing to take.
And the process of reapplication.
Out of character, what's that exactly?
Core gel loses its effectiveness after an hour of continual use. So you need, as far as the Mechanicus are concerned, you need a fully ordained tech priest to slather your forehead in gel every hour on the hour.
Well, I travel in the company of Eloa Delta Omicron. She'll tend to me.
Hmm. Oh. It is unorthodox. Any rider should be honored to receive the gift of mind impulse technology.
Please do not mistake my hesitance for disparagement. I have nothing but the utmost respect for your order, but my calling requires that I remain unaugmented.
Hmm. Very well. Note, however, if your core gel expires mid-combat and you or the armature are destroyed due to that, firstly, this one told you so, and secondly, we shall take pleasure in incinerating your fleshy components.
Told you so.
Just frowns and says, "Do I need to sign a release form or something?"
No. We will be holding you fully responsible.
Affirmative. Your concern is appreciated.
The adept just bobs his head slightly and then just heads off. And by the way, Juno, you'd have gotten a chance to look at that list of surgeries, and Graves sure as hell is on there.
Dang, that's not surprising. File that away. I mean, at this point, Graves getting more robot parts doesn't concern her at all. He's a lost cause for humano-supremacism.
You're
That's
traveling in a party full of augmented people. The only one who isn't is Baltus and you.
I am.
We'll get you
Baltus
eventually.
augmented.
Yeah, Balti's augmented.
Oh, we'll get you eventually too. You'll see.
I mean,
No,
I just have the Nero helm.
Listen, when Merz eventually blows one of my limbs off, I'm just gonna have a cane, okay? That's my augment. Fuck y'all. Stupid cogs.
I am the second least augmented.
Yes. Baltus just has... Well, don't you have an arm as well?
Yeah, I also have an arm.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
that's
got, like, the... just little plugs in the head and an arm.
Mhm.
I'm somewhere between second and third most.
Fourth, probably, actually.
Really? Oh, right, yeah.
I mean, let's remember, two people with Mechanicus implants and
Yeah. Fourth,
this
yeah, wow.
fucking machine. Just absolute unit of steel.
I either forgot Stray or DCL, and I'm not sure which one, and I feel ashamed.
Alright. So, couple more days will pass. Night is nearing fully operational capabilities. Though Juno, Narcia, well, actually, not Juno, because you can't understand cog.
Beep boop.
Narcia, you are. See, there's still some concern amongst the adepts about its main drive reactor.
What kind of concerns? Is the core breached?
Do you actually take the time to just ask about that, or are you listening?
Absolutely. I'm an ordained tech priest. I'm wearing my red robes and I have a techno staff with me. I look official as fuck.
Yeah, you do actually. There are multiple microfractures. Replacement would extend repair time indefinitely. Currently they provide no impediment to the war machine's capabilities. However, combat stresses may cause them to grow.
So this night is going to be on borrowed time. Suggestion. Application of force field around the core to prevent further external damage. A refractor field would prolong the life of the core, would it not?
Potentially. Any such safeguards cannot be installed perfectly. The core must have an uninterrupted path to the rest of the frame. However, optimistic tone. Double strength shielding has been installed for the pilot chamber. Radiation likelihood of radiation sickness low.
Well, that's good. Any other things that would cause concern upon this model? How are the weapon systems?
Reaper blade is fully operational. The thermal spear has required significant repairs. The machine spirit was grievously wounded. Full canister replacement and tube and auxiliary cooling tube needed to be replaced. Testing commences in 13.15 hours.
I'm gonna be keeping notes in my data pad. Very well then. I see you have done an amazing job with the maintenance of this particular model. Carry on the Omnisire's great works. I will be more than pleased to join you for the testing in 13 hours.
The adept buzzes happily before he before it returns to working. Say, please inform the operator to ensure she has a full regimen of anti-rad drugs.
I'll beep an affirmative back. And I'll head off to tell Juno the news. Oh, this is exciting. We're getting a fucking night into the action. So where would Juno be by now? Just gonna radio you up real quick.
Oh, Narcia. I'm back on the gun cutter. Sorry, you interrupted a moment of thought and prayer. Is everything all right?
By the tone of your voice, I should be asking you that question. Well, everything on this end is as fine as it can be. Maintenance and restoration of the night are going pretty well, but there are gonna be some matters that you need to be informed of. The reactor of the night has many fractures, and well, we've done our best to seal them up. The fractures are still there, and we don't have the time or the resources to completely swap out the core. So the night is going to be on borrowed time. It's very likely to break again in combat. Although they have strengthened the shielding of the pilot compartment, you will have to double up on your radiation medication because there are quite a few leaks. That's all. How are you holding up, Juno? Would it be a bad time for me to join you for a moment of meditation? Things are slowing down a lot around here. There isn't much work for me to do as the local tech adepts have taken over.
That would be lovely, Narcia. I'll be here for a while yet.
Very well then. Anything you want me to pick up on the way back? Maybe some recap?
No, I'm all right. Thank you.
All right then. Gonna swiftly make my way back to the gun cutter. Since we get some more time before Merz comes back, it's just gonna give you a little quick look. Does it look like you have been, well, I don't want to say crying, but basically crying in the last few hours in my absence?
Maybe a little, just a little bit. But yeah,
It's a little bit.
you just find Juno sitting on her knees in the privacy of the gun cutter, just deep in prayer, thumbing her rosarius.
I'm gonna put some more incense in one of the incense burners because, of course, you cannot pray without the proper incense.
It's true.
Maybe throw one more coal in there. I sit beside you. pray silently for a while. We do this for a good long while. You cannot half-ass your prayers. That would be heresy.
It would be. You have to do the whole thing. Even if they invade in the middle of your prayers, you gotta finish.
Oh no, if they invade, you just kill the intruders while praying out loud.
Well, that's true. I mean, I said finish. I didn't say you had to sit there and finish.
Damn right.
But yeah, and when Juno's done, she will place her hands on her knees and roll her shoulders. Courage is a hard thing to come by these days. Is everything nearly ready, Narcia?
Almost. Almost. So, Juno. Excuse me for prying, but your mind seems to have settled on a darker place. Are you stressed? It would be perfectly reasonable for you to be a little bit stressed. This is a night after all.
No, I don't think stress is the right word. I feel like a racer at the gates, chomping at the bit, ready. Nervous, not that I am afraid, but that I will be found wanting in the eyes of this night.
Well, I hate to say this to you, but you're making things harder on yourself by not receiving MIU implants.
I know. Believe me, I know. This is the path I've chosen. And so long as the Emperor does not see fit to strip my flesh from my body, I will not do it voluntarily.
Well then, I guess you're gonna need a co-pilot to reapply the gel.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Juno, please. How can this possibly be any worse than the Void Ship?
I suppose it
Or
is equally as radioactive and just as likely to get us both killed, but I would not see you suffer from my hubris, Narcia. This is my mistake to make.
suffering? You think I'm capable of that? Oh please, I'm an inquisitorial agent.
All right. If you won't be dissuaded, I suppose I shouldn't fight too hard against you here.
I mean, you can certainly try to dissuade me, but I just don't feel like you'd have much success. You have to remember, I'm a desk jog. I'm not supposed to join you in field assignments. I'm just supposed to sit back and do boring ass paperwork. And yet I voluntarily choose to go with you people and get myself shot. And have plasma grenades thrown at me. That hasn't dissuaded me yet.
Juno will smile and take your hand. All right, then. Let's see if a desk jockey and a doctor can pilot a knight.
Well, judging by the average vocabulary range and intellect of most of the knights that we've encountered this far, I think we'll do fine. Like, night pilots, I think we'll do fine.
Watch your words now. My parents and siblings were all night pilots. But I understand.
Aw, adorable Rob.
Alright, time to go in for a test run, I guess. Let's get synced up.
Alright then, let me put on my survival suit again and get some anti-radiation medication.
I got you covered there, baby.
Uh,
We're good to go. Also, oh yes, the other thing I almost forgot. The stems. We can do this after we enter the night.
Let's keep clear heads when I am undergoing the becoming, at least.
You'd be surprised by how much things can clear up when you shoot a little bit of a stem.
It just gives you a look. After Narcia.
Wouldn't want to have me suffer withdrawal in the middle of a heated fight now, would we?
Yes, before we go into battle. Not while we were doing a test run. Clap shoulder. Start walking.
This close. Called it.
This was all just to play for Narcia to get Juno's drugs.
And then you find out that Narcia's a fucking psychopath that was vat born. Designed to be a psychopath.
Oh
In
no,
a
she's
skull.
actually a Krieger this whole time. Oh no.
Oh no. No, she's a bureaucrat. I'm pretty sure that's how all of them come out.
Who's
first
the
we have to drop by
message
Eloa.
for? Just Juno or?
all of the warband.
Okay. Oh, message. Alright, I guess we can take a detour. Embers light these forge furnaces are hot though.
You shouldn't be feeling much through that armor.
Juno blinks at you through her not wearing a helmet at the moment.
Oh, I forgot you don't have a mechanical face.
Not yet.
I stopped having any feelings up there a long time ago. Kinda comfortable, actually.
I am sure. I'm glad you're in good spirits about the whole thing.
Well, I would sacrifice a little bit of taste any time of the day in order to do my work more efficiently. These new eyes of mine can see better in the dark. My ears can block out certain sounds that would otherwise damage my burnable eardrums. My face is, for lack of a better word, bulletproof. And all I had to give in exchange is just my ability to taste things properly. Small price to pay when you're in my line of work.
I suppose. Oh, Ceiko, Balti.
Yes.
Good. We're all here. Where's Graves? Any of you seen him? Oh,
Clank.
there
Clank.
was Balti.
Clank.
Ah, I see. Graves.
Hello, my warband.
Graves?
Nice legs.
Actually, I find them rather horrifying design-wise. However,
Yeah,
the
both.
purpose is amazing.
I'm glad you like them.
Graves, could I take a closer look at the model? Of your legs, that is.
Of course. Though if you wish to know what they are, I can simply tell you.
Oh, I'm aware what kind of legs you got. I'm just surprised the requisition went through this quickly.
Indeed. I think I had somebody watching out for me. No, it is more apt to say that somebody above is in the same mindset as I am. Whatever is best for the Empire needs to be done.
The Omnissired gifts are many and great. And you have been fortunate enough to be blessed by his divine touch. I tried to not fucking splurge all over the place while marveling at his magnificent new legs.
Yeah, I kind of look down and go, Narcia, I can't help but notice that you're heating up a little down south.
Oh, that's perfectly normal. Graves, just a side effect of my cybernetic augmentation drugs. In order for me to not reject my latest MIU implant, I have to keep taking this for a couple of months. They can cause headaches, nausea, diarrhea, uh, fever, and ultimately death.
Either way,
That's. Mm,
Oh, every single Imperial label has the same side effects listed. They're legally obligated to.
I was going to say that, yes. Anyway, well, Graves, I'm glad to see you, are feeling well. Gulp.
do not worry. I have them keep the old legs. I can change them back on, so hopefully I do not have to so constantly be this horrifying a visage.
That's good, yes, well, have you seen Eloa? I think we were supposed to meet her down here.
No, it seems her tests have taken longer than her surgery has taken longer than mine.
Well, hopefully she has kept her, more shapely figure.
Stray, I think that is time for you.
All right. So, a door on the opposite side will slide open, and a all you see at first is a hover trolley, and it has multiple. It, on the top of it has multiple canisters with glass, and as you see through them, it appears to be many different types of organs.
Oh god, Eloa, what have you done?
Eloa peers over and pushes the cart towards the furnace. She is heavily robed at this point. Oh, um, so I thought some of you might enjoy this. I have removed almost hmm, I have removed an additional 20% of the weak flesh, and it is a great honor to be allowed to throw it in the furnace. I will throw the heart in myself, but any of you may take any of the other parts that you want. It's quite a thrilling adventure.
Wha- wha-
And
That's,
and as she says that, uh, she's wearing her heavy red robes, and um, if you look closer at her, you see among the coils of tentacles there appears to be a incredibly advanced looking lasgun. But what draws your eye will be that the ropes seem to skitter and flurry.
uh, um, I just, realized I forgot my purse in the other room. I'll be back in a bit. Whoa.
And
Juno, you're
uh,
being very weird about all of this.
Eloa will attempt to stop Juno. Juno, but you haven't met any of my friends yet.
That's okay. I'll meet them later. Goodbye.
Uh,
Huh.
You know, I think she's the first sororita I've met who isn't leaping at the chance to burn a tech adept.
yeah, Juno is very gentle for a sister of battle. I guess is one of her most attractive features, actually. It's very
You-
nice to be able to speak with adept Sororitas that doesn't want to kill you every 5 seconds for
Sisters of
being a
Battle?
Mechanicus member.
Oh, I did not know that Sisters of Battle had grudges against the Mechanicus.
Oh, they hate everyone equally. Don't worry. They are weird like that.
Eloa will cock her head and simply open one of the canisters and plunge a mechanical hand in, pulling out a heart.
I'll be honest. Juno really is the only example of a Sister of Battle I.
Well, you want to know what was my first run-in with Sisters of Battle, Graves?
I am indeed listening.
So, a long time ago, when I still used to be in the logistical department for the Guard, we had to set up a field HQ 30 clicks away from the battlefield to move in supplies for the artillery company that would be moving in the next morning. There, our military escort was comprised of 2 companies of Sisters of Battle. They found that one of my members of staff had an abnormal mutation on him, one that we hadn't noticed ourselves. So they made him cut his own eyes out with his own bayonet in front of the entire staff. If he didn't cut his own eyes out right then and there, they would burn him.
Did they not just burn him anyway?
Oh no, they couldn't burn him. He was the lead of the logistics department. They couldn't just kill him instantly. So they settled for ripping his eyes out. But instead of, doing it proper surgical way, they just kind of stuck a gun barrel to his face and made him cut on his own eyes, which he did. There was blood everywhere and he was screaming a lot. I think he died of an infection 3 days later.
Sounds like a merry bunch.
Oh, yes.
That was definitely sarcasm.
Oh, I know. Don't worry, I can tell. That was sarcasm.
During this conversation, Eloa will have unceremoniously tossed her heart into the furnace and gleefully clapped as it burned.
The good news is, for, those of you this might be a concern for, the furnace burns far, far too hot for it to be a gradual thing. It's just almost immediately carbonized. So the smell is relatively low. And it's still burning flesh, but it's just flash burning.
Yeah, no, I just think about how squishy the organs are, and yeah.
Right, you guys don't have mechadentrals. Fine, I'll do it myself.
No, Baltus does it just with his other hand. The hand that won't, burn.
I'm going to send the Vox Servo Skull over to Juno. Juno! I would like you to meet my friends.
Who are your friends, Eloa?
I got a lot of them. Given that I have replaced much of my body with the true flesh, but these ones are very cute.
Are they your new mechadendrites?
Close. Come back inside. We have already carbonized the weak flesh.
Those organs could have been used as replacements for other. Never mind. Coming. Juno will reluctantly return to the furnace. I found my purse. Hello.
All right. And the skittering underneath Eloa's ropes will intensify, and she'll pull them aside and let them drop. She is covered in dozens and dozens of spiders.
Well, they are kind of
And
cute.
she makes the talk and then makes a gagging motion and then reaches into her mouth and pulls out a spider. Molly, I have told you several times your housing bay is off to the left. If you go to the right, you hit the esophagus, and will uh, place the spider on her arm. The arm will open up, and the spider will crawl inside, wiggling underneath the synthetic flesh.
Horrifying.
It just turns around on her heels and leaves again.
Overwhelmed by the glory of my familiars. I understand.
How did you even requisition those?
I have spent quite a bit of my resources on augmenting myself.
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I'm gonna catch up to you anytime soon.
My entire body is now a hive, and they can do this. And she'll spread out her arms, and the spiders will a few spiders will go and start clicking on a brand new choker around Eloa's neck, and there will be a shimmering field around her.
That explains why you spend so much time in the surgery table.
I kept getting shot, and I thought that it was time for me to get my own form of force shield. Look upon it. I
Mhm.
think you will be the only one that recognizes it.
Ah, God. Do I have to throw the forbidden lore did Merz?
Mm, no, you can recognize the holy symbology on it that marks the wearer as a high-ranking member of the priesthood.
Okay, good, because that would be something very weird for me not to know.
And you can recognize the specific thing as,
Mechanicum protectiva.
yep,
Well, I knew when you said it.
A cloud of mechadendrite will descend, and then I will reappropriate my red robes. Truly, this has been a very enlightening experience. Thank you all for joining me.
Let's hope we don't get accidentally nuked by any of the sides while approaching our objective. It's such a waste of resources.
Indeed. And on top of that, I have many more implants that I was given. And she'll pluck up a hunk of brain and toss it in. No need for that anymore.
Okay, I'm starting not to be able to blame Juno.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you managed to get another sanguine implant. To be honest, I thought the nanomachines were. Well, I didn't even know they were in production anymore around this part of the galaxy.
I have secured them via expending many, many resources that the I forget the friend Amigos, neutral guy.
big guy, yes,
Yes.
the Dominus Primus Theodoric.
I have given him, and then I will say, give like the complete list, and it equivalates to, let's see, 27 influence.
Well then, Theodoric must have. Hmm. Well, considering how quickly we managed to pin down that it was made of iron, I can certainly see why he would reward you as such. You're well on your way on becoming a Magos, Eloa. I'm
Hopefully.
very proud of you.
And, I spent quite a bit of power on making sure that I can ingest any form of organic matter and have it count as nutrients for my body.
It's not every day a librarian climbs that high in the Mechanicus ranks. What you
Also,
said is quite important.
I got tired of being set on fire, so I installed the holy rites of the Pain Ward.
So you want to be able to shut off your receptors. You know what? I don't blame you on that one. A lot of people believe that not being able to endure pain is a sign of weakness, but in reality, it is a sign of strength to be able to shut down pain altogether instead of having to endure it.
Savin, Warhammer 40k is an everything ripoff. That's what they do.
I know, but still.
I mean, even the
Motherfucker is a
8-pointed
Dune
star,
Emperor.
the fucking sign of chaos, the 8-pointed star, they've installed that. They don't have a single original bone in their fucking body. Bastards.
But yeah, the for those unfamiliar, the cyber familiars are actually incredibly useful. Not only do they allow me to re-roll failed exploration and crafting skills, but they increase my protective field by 15.
Wow.
So I just got, and all it cost was having them being transformed into a living hive. So it's fine.
I mean,
I-
you were already not shown to the normals, so we don't care about how horrific we make you.
I got dozens and dozens of little spider friends, and my favorite is named Molly. Even though she's my favorite because she's a little clumsy and gets lost sometimes.
Adorable.
Listen, the pure form is very complex. Eloa understands. Sometimes your lefts and your rights are confusing, and sometimes she just ends up going up to the esophagus rather than going back to her storage bay.
All of this kind of reminded me. I don't have carapace armor. I only have a carapace chest piece.
But get Praetor armor, you dumbass.
I don't think I deserve Praetor armor. But I would like to grab some carapace.
At least by
Snippy,
the
didn't you? You should have full carapace.
Oh, I repaired some. Right,
Yeah.
I just never wore it because it's uncomfortable as fuck. Oh, yeah, I even wrote it down in my notes. Carapace repaired, not wearing that shit, too heavy, too hot.
I wonder how many limbs that could have saved you.
I didn't have it when I got shot. And I never lost a limb actually, so we're good. I lost
Just
my
your
face.
face multiple times.
My face is not important. My face is my shield.
It was a
It's
wicker
meant to
shield,
get
though.
shot. Ah, you son of a bitch.
All right then.
Alrighty then. So, Merzendi, how long will it take for our infiltration mission to begin? Because I can look over the Titan and try to uh, advance its upgrading, but if that would take too much time, then we really should go and do our initial probe. Because I do believe our plan was force recon for a little bit.
I have no
Well, I
idea what her plan
certainly
is,
have the legs
TBH.
for it. I certainly have the legs for it now.
Hey.
Yes, your warband was to be a small probing force to go in, try to find a man of iron and see how it fights. Also, see if it mind controls any Scytharii or and I'm actually at this point Graves is basically a Scytharii, so he counts for that. Or if it can influence other like actual tech priests like Narcia or Eloa, and hopefully work out like how much firepower does it take to kill them, how many of us are dying while we're doing it, and ideally survive to report all of this.
I did. There's a reason why I wanted to take Incantation of the Iron Soul.
It'll be fine. Yes.
Well, this is why we have to be very glad and make sure he gets tons of head pats. We have a psyker with, free haywire, just dropping it everywhere.
So about my power armor.
Yes. At some point while people were in surgery, yes, they will confirm the receipt of the construction request. Confirm. Oh, you are actually that Baltus Corbec, and not a different Baltus Corbec. Oh, how did we not notice that immediately?
Bureaucratic oversight? So
That's what I really need. Power integrated armor.
Of course, Baltus. The answer to why they didn't notice it immediately is also the answer to why it's not done yet. They're sort of busy. They've got, a chunk of the world, a chunk of their own planet under quarantine. Once all of their majors militant can be pulled back from the defensive line, they can get right on crafting it. Unfortunately, the people who are best at making armor are also the people who are best at employing armor and big guns, usually.
Yeah, makes sense.
And you did go ahead and ask for best quality, so
At that point, why not just requisition Artificer armor?
because one of them is in the game and the other isn't.
I mean, you literally said that the thing that you gave me, you were like, "Oh, hey, the equipment here is the thing
Yeah,
you can
but
use."
I didn't have that at the time Bob did the
Okay.
acquisition.
Okay, never mind.
Unless it's somehow better than what I have.
What is power armor? 9 all?
It's yeah, so best quality brings it up to 9.
Yeah, Artificer armor is 10 all. I have it open right now, the Artificer armor thing.
Yeah, but it also requires Mechanicus implants, doesn't it?
Doesn't say that. The one that requires Mechanicus implants is Lorica Thalix.
I mean,
Anyways,
I don't have access to that to even look at it. So
that's neither here nor there. You mean a space is saving?
Yes.
I don't understand why Juno doesn't like all of Eloa's little friends.
One of these days, somebody's gonna actually pin Juno down and ask her why she's such a fucking flesh fetishist.
I mean, we have reason to assume already.
Wow, rude.
It's called boobs.
Wow, rude.
I mean, it's called the ecclesiarchy.
It's all the estrogen.
Alright. Bob, by the way, if you want to, just pop down 2 more influence and we can upgrade it to Artificer Armor.
Okay. Just give me a little sec. Is there any major difference between them?
More armor points, more unnatural strength, also unnatural perception.
Okay. Oh, that's nice. Do, 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 do. How important do you think the auto sanguine is?
That is tech priest only.
No, I mean it. The heavy power armor actually comes with an auto sanguine system.
It sure doesn't.
It sure says so in the book.
No, it doesn't.
What book?
Heavy power armor grants the wearer the auto-stabilized and unnatural strength trait,
Oh, okay.
and increases the value of size by 1.
Auto stabilize is the word I was looking for. I thought it was sanguine.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, auto-sanguine is quite different.
Yeah.
Artificer armor comes with that.
Oh, okay.
Like, the stuff I said were the differences. Everything else is the same.
Okay.
Actually, sorry, there are a couple more differences. It also comes with a built-in Auspex photo visor, recoil gloves, and grants the sturdy trait, so you're harder to knock over.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that is just a flat upgrade. Yeah. Well worth the. Well worth it. As soon as roll 20.
Basically, you know that like ornamented like king armor from the Middle Ages. It's that, but power armor.
Well, I mean, I was already getting heavy.
You're gonna
power.
look like this.
Not gonna lie, I was actually expecting Carl Franz, but alright.
That would have been appropriate, yes.
I don't follow Warhammer Fantasy. Everyone knows this.
Yeah. Well, he is the big Golden Emperor.
I know who he is by name. It's like, as I recall, one of the only competent human leaders in the setting.
There are a few competent ones, but he is the main good human that is still alive at this point. Well, was still alive at the point of the end times.
I just know that everyone was really mad about the end times.
They were shit.
And everyone's expecting the same thing for Warhammer 40k.
I mean, nobody should be. 40k sells well. It doesn't need to be transformed into, like, Age of Sanguinus.
Oh, right. So, everyone got your requisitions and stuff out of the way?
Do we have any I need right now?
I was going to requisition some extra stuff, but I thought that it'd just be a bit too greedy. But I think the only one who could requisition one of these things would be Narcia, and that would be a Texorcism weapon, Texorcism rifle specifically. It's basically just a las gun with haywire.
Hey, can we?
Snippy? Snippy? Yes? No?
No. That is what they are, but you cannot get. Unfortunately, all of the readily accessible tech priests who know the sacred rights to operate those are dead.
Oh well. Well, does anyone have anything they want to pick up before we move on?
Well, we do need to wait for Savin to get back before we can move on anyway.
No, fair enough. But I was saying, people were doing requisitions and stuff like that, and wanted to make sure that no one got left out.
I would like to pick up my daughter and give her a hug.
Hey Narcy, did you end up getting Tempest rounds for Juno? She's the only one that uses a bolter out of all of us. Because I know that was an idea we were tossing. Oh, okay. Hey, Snippy.
Yeah, I'm here. What?
I know it was an idea we were tossing around, but I'm not sure if you ever ended on it. Did you ever end up getting Tempest rounds for Juno? She's the only one of us that uses a bolter.
See, I completely forgot about that.
Ah, okay. Never mind then.
And Tempest rounds are fucking extraordinarily rare. Holy shit.
I have Inferno Bolt magazines.
Tempest rounds are basically the no button for anything that is made out of mostly machine, and for Men of Iron, it's basically a get out of here, nerd.
But they're exclusively made on Mars.
Yep, but Forge Worlds do have them.
Yeah, don't
well.
have any of those.
Moving on then.
Would you like to try to get some?
I mean, if she had 2 magazines of, Tempest rounds for our little adventure, that would be amazing.
That seems like more something we should give to our actual Shurith, though. It's a Ceiko.
Does Ceiko have bolt trained and a bolt gun? I don't
We
think
could
so.
buy bolt training. It's super cheap.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a bolt gun.
That's also super cheap.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Especially not an accurized bolt gun. Those are very expensive.
Yeah.
It does not need to be accurate. He has enough ballistic skill to just go pam pam pam.
Yeah, except for the bit that he's better off with an accurate weapon.
Yeah, let's just again, he does so much damage, we don't need to make him even better at that. He's the delete button. But if we could get Juno Tempest rounds, that would be a good thing.
Juno's ballistic skill is as bad as mine.
No, it's not. I have like a 47 now.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh fuck. Jesus. When did you get a
Merzendi
47?
Merzendi, can we split the cost as Adeptus Mechanicus to get her 2 magazines of Tempest rounds? Especially since we know that these are Men of Iron we're going up against.
Sure. Total influence cost will be 6. You may distribute the payment as you wish.
Half and
Okay, I'm
half?
paying 3. Yep, I'm paying 3.
Alright. We will give Juno 2 magazines of Tempest rounds.
Sweet.
Tempest rounds are specifically uh, used for fighting mechanical objects. This should help us out. Oh, thank you, Merzendi.
It's quite alright. I need to step away just for a moment and use the restroom before we have Juno attempt to retain her personality.
Okie dokie. Well,
Excuse
hopefully
me,
we
what?
didn't spend. When you link up to a Imperial Knight, the thing is, this technology is so ancient and advanced that the memories and personalities of people who are linked to it before are saved within its banks, and so you need to make a roll not to get goobered, because the force of their personalities could shatter your mind.
And even if they don't, your personality will be changed forever. And
Yep.
that's why Juno's so nervous.
Yep.
Wait, are we actually?
There's only one Imperial Knight class that doesn't have that, and that is House Raven.
Savin, you fuck! Don't think I don't see what you're doing here. You're just playing Gundam.
Yes!
Yes. Yes.
What
he's
the
playing
fuck
Gundam.
do you think I've been doing this
Yeah.
whole time?
You just been leading up to be a Gundam protagonist. I can't believe I didn't see it till now.
How do you
I even have
I've never
a
seen Gundam.
really awesome captain who can slap my shit around. It's gonna be great. And Juno's a masochist, so she'll enjoy it.
Oh my god, it's just Gundam. I don't know if I love this or love this.
Who would?
How
Dude,
do you
fuck
not
you,
see
DCL.
this?
You would love to play in a Gundam RPG. Don't fucking front.
I told you I don't know if I love this or love this. I know
Surprised
what I
you didn't
said.
see this.
I didn't. It's only clear now. I can't believe it.
It's okay. I'm sure one of this knight's personalities isn't like a 13-year-old terrorist shitheel.
The reason why it became clear to me is because I was just like, wait a minute, having to go through horrible traumatic events just to ride a fucking mech? That sounds like Gundam.
Free PTSD for everyone.
You can't be the best pilot without being emotionally shattered.
It's
Well,
true.
what it does is not only the personality of the knights before exist as ghosts, and there have been like Ghosts in the Machine, and there have been cases where the pilot has been killed, but the machine keeps on once the machine ghosts take over and just keep on going. But in every Imperial Knight other than those of House Raven, they have a specific form of hypno indoctrination to make sure that the pilot basically is the most honorable, pure that protects those that they are charged to defend. It's because way back when, this was during the Dark Age of Heresy, these knights were sent along with colony ships and basically fired into the void. And so they wanted to make sure that the person in the night wouldn't suddenly just go mad with power.
What are you doing, Tasha?
I mean, hopefully she's mixing up her cauldron for the final release in 2 days' time.
I loved that picture you shared earlier with her doing a maximum blep.
Oh my god. You silly dog.
It was so cute.
She is a
Aw.
cutie.
Did you see that one, Merz?
I just looked now. I hadn't seen it earlier.
Maximum over blep.
Even further beyond the blep. Here, we'll bring it up for stream since... Oh, fucking... Snippy beat me.
Gotcha.
God, I love that dog.
What?
She loves you too.
She do. Anyway.
Just a moment. I'm pouring myself a drink.
Fair enough.
Well, there's one
like-
thing that these fucking lockdowns did for me. I can finally be well rested for one of our games.
I like how she went from like rust red to a cappuccino colored.
I mean, I don't like it, but I accept it. I very specifically picked out this little goober because she was the red husky. Didn't stay red.
Isn't that just a part of them getting older?
No.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, poor Savin. Savin wanted a big old husky and got who was
Yeah,
red and
I-
got the munchkin.
I wanted a big red husk and I got a brown munchkin.
Why
I-
didn't you get a Malamute if you wanted a giant husky? Siberians are tiny.
I mean, not compared to most dogs. They're good
They're
size. I
medium
mean,
sized. They're
yeah.
medium sized.
Well,
Tasha
at the end of
is
the day-
not medium-sized.
Yeah, no,
Tasha-
Tasha's a fucking pipsqueak.
Tasha's. See, Savin wanted a strength player and got a dex fag.
I did. It's true.
Regardless of the
Also,
size,
I
mean,
got
please.
love.
I had my
Please.
hand sitting beside me as we were, talking about her, and when I said her name, there's now a paw in my hand. It's very cute.
Oh. See,
I want this for the record. Tasha is not a dex fag. Tasha is a charisma character.
It's true.
Yeah,
I mean, she is incredibly photogenic. That is absolutely true.
One last thing before we take off, because I just remembered. I think I need to roll for Vox operated for my auto rifle.
Oh yeah. If you want to give that a try to get here again.
Yeah, I'll make the roll separated, so it's plus 30, making it instead of minus 20 plus 10.
Yep.
Here we go.
Yes. And
Now I need to attach it.
yeah. I feel like you're not going to have that much trouble with that, though. Eloa is going to be too occupied to help you. Getting all of her innies turned into burnies.
I mean, I can always ask for the help later.
True. But if you want it before you go out on the mission, you'll need to do it yourself.
I'll just wait. I probably won't need it right now.
That is fair. So, DCL, what are you watching?
I'm sorry.
No, but seriously, what are we watching? I'm curious now.
I wasn't watching anything. I was playing some Yakuza while we waited for Merz to get back.
Oh, which one? 0?
No, new one. 7.
There's a new one? When
Yeah.
did 7 come out? What?
Technically it came out a year ago, and we just got the translation this year, like literally a few days ago.
Oh, son of a bitch, I want to play that.
It is
the one with RPG elements.
Yes, it is Yakuza
Ram.
7, Like a Dragon. It is literally an RPG because the main character is such a fucking Dragon Quest narc that he imagines all of his fights like an RPG and will even stand there and take hits that he doesn't need to because it's what a hero would do.
Jesus.
Amazing.
He is a fucking idiot dork and I love him.
I gotta pick this up. I love RPGs.
Yes. Do remember, I have annoying hearing. I can hear the shit you are playing or watching.
Sorry, it's worse because I'm using the voice mod thing, so it picks up because it doesn't have my usual noise gate. It's weird how that program works, but yeah, sorry.
Fair enough. Yes. So. The time has come for Juno to undergo the becoming. Though it is in a lesser form in an armature, it is still a sacred ritual, and one that comes with many risks. The mind is not strong enough, could simply break her like a twig. And even if she can withstand that, the influence of prior pilots and the machine spirit itself may linger even when she is not in the in the cockpit. It's about on level with knights normally.
Yeah, she's gonna be fine.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a 41% chance of being actually fine.
It's better than my 33.
Plus, I have fate points, so I'll be fine. Unless I'm not.
Yes. If you 100 and reroll into a 100, I'm sorry, you will have to just burn one, assuming you want Juno to be good for anything but mad rambling.
I mean, but yeah, is there any help I can get externally for this?
You can
Or
watch the entire seasons of Gundam and know what you're in for.
I mean, fucking Juno grew up watching Gundam. What are you talking about?
You're
I'm sorry,
already
that-
as
that's
good as you can be.
that's Tau propaganda.
Blam.
Savin, do you have any knowledge skills related to knights?
Well, of heraldry, Tactica Imperialis, pure knight.
Do you know
Okay,
what I
so-
said?
Hold on. Savin, you can just pop an int roll. Just minus 10 intelligence to just work out to try to recall the right sort of preparations and rituals that a squire would perform before ascending to the rank of bondsman.
Question. I have a
Oh, all
memorance
these
implant
good
and I'm a
rolls.
loremancer, so
No.
could I help with that to make it even better? With my loremancy? Give him even more degrees of success.
Just assisting would be sufficient to bring Juno up to the maximum bonus.
Have that.
Yeah.
Adamantium Faith applies to fear. This is not a fear effect. This is, well... So... I guess, if you want to, go ahead, just describe what sort of rituals Juno undertakes in preparation.
Right. Well, I suppose there is a fast beforehand. Knowing Juno, she probably flagellates herself to clear out any impure thoughts, any hunger for power, or any lust for honor undo one of her station. But then it is prayer and meditation, focusing her mind on what it is she is fighting for, not for herself, but for the people of this planet, for the empire at large, for this is an existential threat, an abominable foe. And she holds herself as perhaps one of the best chances here to preserve humanity, such as it is. And before she lowers herself into or rather has the crown lowered upon her head, she's gonna go have a chat with the knight. She's gonna get herself situated in the cockpit, deep breaths, place her hands on whatever the equivalent of the dashboard is here, and speak low and quiet. Would anyone else be there while this is going on, or?
Well, I am your co-pilot, you little shit.
Well, that's true. That is true. All right. So you will.
And someone does have to be there to anoint you with the core gel as well.
Which I assume is probably Eloa.
Or Narcia, either one of us could do it.
That's true.
So the first time, it will be both.
Yes. Excellent.
Unless you have something against the spiders.
I mean, I do. But, look, if I get greased up by 2 hot robot ladies, that's just a fate I'm willing to accept. Anyway. So.
Listen, there's a little dancing spider on top of Eloa's head. It's fine. It does a wiggle.
I will be here
Oh.
for moral support.
That is rather adorable.
So I take it that means Graves is there too?
Oh, sorry.
I mean,
didn't
surely-
really have anywhere to be.
I mean, you're welcome to be.
Surely the entire warband is here to see their friend ascend to the ranks of knighthood.
Indeed.
I think most of you do have to stay outside like a 5-meter safety cordon, though. Just in case.
Okay. So, did I hear a 10-meter safety cordon? Okay.
Alright. So, once he's in position and just about ready to have the crown lowered down, Juno will speak to the knight, say aloud, Lupus Libertas, knight of House Tanstelt, please hear my plea. You served with honors throughout the Gothic War, rent heretics asunder on Schindelgeist. I have no honors to my name yet. I have served a field for the Emperor barely a year now, but still, if you permit me, I would call on you to aid me. I am Juno, daughter of High King Andric and last princess of Ionis Prima. Your world is now home to abominable machines, and we require every blade and cannon to turn them back. If it please you, ancient knight, lend me your strength, that I may purge the darkness now gripping the Milex. She'll nod at Narcia.
Make the willpower roll. Your preparations and speech give you a plus 30.
Excellent. I feel like I might as well spend a fate point here to bump myself up. Just a little more. Alright, 81% chance. Here we go. I knew it! I knew it was going to happen.
Just buy in.
I guess, do DOS matter for this, Merz, or is it just...
They will, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna agree to reroll. Alright, come on, Juno. Don't fuck me here.
Come on, Juno. I'm here for you.
Yes! There we go.
Hell yeah.
Alright,
That's my girl.
Juno. As soon as the crown touches your skin through the gel, a shock of electricity will run through you. Your whole body stiffens, but you're no longer in your body. You are in the field of battle. Before you, 2 titans loom with but a thought. One of them rends your lanceMate into nothing, but his sacrifice, you can push under its guard, you can slip into the Warhound's weak spot. and pressing your thermal lance against its reactor, win honor and glory for your house and for the loyalists of Vindalex. As the first Titan falls, the second is incensed and slipping under its legs, you strike out with your chain blade. It topples, crushing the remnants of its twin beneath it. You feel the static in the air, the charge of their reactors that came into the world together, leaving as one. You do not make it to safety. But as the blood fills your lungs, you did your duty. You slew the machines that opposed the Omnissiah, the Emperor. You die well.
What more could a servant of the Emperor ask for?
And then you come back into yourself. The night, Lupus Libertas, thrums with power. Every system was turned on. Every component, you feel their ache, their hunger to go forth and slay the foes that you know are out there. Juno, you are going to gain permanently the talent Hatred Men of Iron, or rather, sorry, Hatred Abominable Intelligence.
Nice.
And if you open the Lupus Libertas character sheet, special abilities right at the bottom. Note you have full access to the Vengeful and Unforgiving and War Engine's Bane abilities. Vengeful and Unforgiving gives you an additional rank of hatred against any one foe you choose, meaning you get a plus 20 instead of a plus 10. But if at any point you try to back out from a fight against them, you're going to have a hard time. And War Engine Spain is, well, if you ever get in a fight against a super heavy vehicle, you always count as attacking their rear facing. You always target their lowest armor value.
You always hit right arm.
Damn.
Hit right arm. Man, this fucking knight is a badass.
The hatred that courses through your veins. Temperate.
Yeah, when Juno comes up for air, so to speak, she's gritting her teeth and her knuckles are white. I feel this machine's righteous hatred. How long until we can take the field? This world has been desecrated long enough.
How long, Merzendi?
Assuming all tests are satisfactory, final procedures will take 36 hours.
Just in time for a nice force recon mission. We're not taking a chimera into a recon mission.
So,
Do you want to immediately get our asses blasted out of the air?
so you're saying we're not taking the walker on the recon mission?
We can't.
It's
It's huge.
It's smaller than a scout titan.
It's still like 30 feet tall.
But look at him. He thirsts for the blood of machines.
And we'll bring him along with us once we're done with our recon mission.
I thought the point was that you were bringing it on the recon mission.
So did I.
Me too.
Are we actually okay? Well,
That
then
was what was communicated to me.
Why the fuck did we buy her fucking Tempest rounds then? She's not going to be able to use them. She's going to be
I
in a
was
Titan.
confused.
For later use.
It's
I mean,
true.
they're
When the
not gonna go
Titans
anywhere.
gets all its limbs blown off when I have to jump out of it, then they'll be really useful.
Yeah.
Fine, I guess we'll recon in like a 30-foot tall mech.
I
How are
mean-
we going to keep up with you?
Look,
In the
this is
Chimera.
a Steiner. This is a Steiner assault scouting lance.
Also,
Get
I
with the
think,
times.
I think at this point I can just run along with the ship.
Yeah, Graves can run, and then the rest of you just pile into the tank I bought, and then we just run along. It's gonna be fine.
So, DCL, what's your move speed?
It was. Let me make sure. Actually, do I have that right? What happened? It's 7, right? Because went up by 4, but it should be 8. What happened to my agility? Here, give me. Oh wait, yeah.
You
no.
get slowed down by your muscles.
Yeah, no, I forgot. Everything. It is 8. It's supposed to be. So yeah, half move is 8.
Okay, its half move is 15.
Okay. Still not that fast.
You have small leg.
Haha. Mechlet.
What the fuck?
Fucking necklet.
You could only run at half the speed of sound. You fucking shrimp. What the fuck?
Hold on. Can we go back to Leith so I can bully Sir Eustace? I'm
I
way bigger than him now.
still take umbrage with doing a recon in, giant vehicles that.
I mean,
can
the
be
point of the
taken
recon
out.
is to find out how we can kill this thing, and if it can fuck with our, mechanical shit.
Also, I'm not about to try and get irradiated by trying to walk fucking half a planet.
Full of nukes, and also just Martian radiation.
Yeah. Like, no point in wearing armor. I just be in that SEAL suit the entire time.
So, other things that are important before we get going. So you can see, you have a circular token. However, facing is important. So I'm giving you this little red symbol to please just put to show which way your front is.
Okay.
She's to be showing.
Don't have control of it.
I don't
Yes,
even
you do.
see it.
The red symbol?
Yes.
Red arrow?
I sure don't. I'm trying to zoom in on it. No.
Just gonna reload the page.
I got control of the walker.
Sure says you have control of it, so I am perplexed.
Well, I guess I'll try and reload in just a moment. Let me just put this boy's hit points in here.
They should be in?
On the walker? No.
Yeah, you need to refresh.
Okay. So be it.
I'm getting the server has been interrupted signal.
That may explain everything.
It could.
If Roll20 has suddenly decided it wants to have a day off, then
Alright, let me...
Roll20 still
zoom
working
in.
for me.
Alright.
Same.
Yeah, I still don't have control over the red arrow. I got the walker still, though.
Hey, Merzendi,
yes?
give me control of it. We'll see if it works on my end.
Sure.
Are you sure it's not on the map layer?
It's sure on the token layer.
It is on the token layer because if it was on the map layer, the little lines would be above it.
I mean, that's true, but still.
Do I have control, Merzendi?
Yes?
I certainly clicked Control A, and the only things that I can control are over here.
Hey. Fucking Roll20.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I'm
give it
actually
to
not
me.
sure you
Maybe
can
I'm the chosen
assign,
one.
like, I've never been able to assign control of drawings to people.
Oh, this isn't a drawing. This
Oh.
is... I drew this in paint.net, and then I set it... And then I made it a token. Purely because I can't assign control of drawings.
Smart.
Fair enough.
Clever.
I've now
Almost worked.
refreshed, and it's deleted the control settings I had set up, so
Huh.
Mm,
that's fucking weird. Try
That'll
it now,
happen.
Savin.
Still nothing, Chief.
Just let everyone control it. One of us is gonna be able to do it eventually.
I can just draw a fucking arrow on my own. That's fine. Or I can also rotate the knight.
Or you could, Merzendi, you could do like you did with Tiny Eloa, and then Savin just puts it on whatever side he's facing, like this.
Well, yeah, that too.
Just make a tiny Juno.
Doesn't even need to be a tiny Juno. How fucking big this boy is.
The other thing is Ion Shield, because you can set that... Well, you have to set that to a facing, and it is not the same facing as the direction the knight is facing. So you will at least have to draw a little blue arrow.
Okay, that's fine. I can keep up with drawing a couple arrows.
Here I was trying to make it easier on you and fucking Roll20.
Roll pointing and roll pointing.
Well,
Man, what can you do?
You tried. No one can
I
fault you
appreciate
for
the
that.
effort.
Oh well.
Actually, wait. What happens if you just drag them back out and try again? What if that fixes it? Then we can move on if it doesn't. Look, that's fixed shit in the past. All right, Roll20 can be like that. Not in this case, though. Okay. Rip.
I mean, I was still editing it at the time, so try it now.
Boop, boop, boop. Nope.
Oh well. And yes, when we get to the combat maps, please do like a little like alt and hold Juno which way is front. Remember, you can face diagonals as well, and then do
Oh no.
a blue thing for which side your shield is on. It can only cover one facing. It is forwards, left, back, or right. it automatically covers up, just in case.
That's good. So are all the other directions completely unshielded, or is it like half strength, or?
Completely unshielded.
Nice. All right.
You are purely reliant on armor for the other directions.
This will be fine.
That is why you are now Armored Core.
It's true.
I used to play the
Actually,
shit
unfortunately,
on
no,
the
I'm not
PlayStation
armored
1.
core. That's why I'm getting bathed in radiation.
Hmm.
Did
Speaking
you
of
know
which,
that
time to
Armored
chug pills.
Core was... Sorry, you go ahead.
No, that's fine. You go ahead.
You know the people that made Dark Souls, right?
Yeah, they made
Yeah.
armored core.
Yeah.
Yes, they made Armored Core too. Oh god, I didn't know that. I learned it very recently. I couldn't be any harder, even if I tried.
But-
It's my favorite PS1 game.
But yes. In the speeder I go, I suppose. Or I could just be on top of the giant mech. For dramatic
Yes.
purposes.
So, the armature has one arm with a giant melter gun, one arm a giant sword, and above its head it's got this little pintle-mounted machine gun. You could stand like straddling the machine gun.
How does fall damage work again? Would I die if I jumped off from this thing?
It's 25 feet tall or so. So, let's.
Hello there, brother.
Brother.
Unfortunately, I'm the Gray Fox in this Metal Gear.
Oh my god, you actually are fucking Gray Fox!
Literally Gray Fox, yes.
Oh god.
It's okay, I'm training up Olga now. She'll be a badass in this one.
Oh yeah. Where is here
More
it is.
badass, actually.
Okay, so if you fall a dangerous distance, and 25 feet does get to be a dangerous distance, you suffer 1d10 impact damage plus 1 per meter. That ignores armor, including machine trait, but not toughness.
Oh, that sucks.
So, 25 feet is... let's turn that into meters. That is 7.6 meters. So it would... if you just fall from that, you would suffer 1d10 plus 7 impact damage.
Ignoring armor.
Yeah, ignoring armor. However, you can make like an agility test to reduce that, and the cat. And do you have the catfall talent?
I do. Let me check, actually. I don't think I do, but there's a chance. No, I do not have the catfall talent. Should I take the catfall talent?
If you want to ride on top of fucking Metal Gear.
You can just buy a grab suit instead.
You know what? I'm gonna take. Oh, I don't think Merz will let me take it now, so I won't use it now. But
I'll let you do it now. This has been but it's not like this is mid-combat.
so here's the real reason why.
You have basically had like this first most of the session be like essentially downtime. So I'd let you get away with getting it now. For reference, it is tier 1 aptitudes of agility and fieldcraft.
I have none. Wait, I have one of those. Hey, I have one of those.
It'd be weird if you didn't have agility as an aptitude.
No, I don't have agility as an aptitude. I have fieldcraft as an aptitude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's actually kind of hard to get agility as an aptitude and defense as a sortie character. That's why my original just optimized everything build had to be a desperado to get all the aptitudes that you needed. Let's see. Yeah,
Or
the
a
real
Psyker. No, a Psyker Sacker drops. It would have to be offense, I think, is the one that you have to drop.
Real reason I'm getting Catfall is for when eventually I am just straight up defeated with zero chance of victory. It shall be at the edge of a cliff where I shall fall off, and then I shall be seen again because nobody dies if they fall off a cliff.
Yeah. So everyone can believe you are still alive and spend forever just waiting for you to one day show up over their shoulder.
They'll just come back in the next season.
No, see, you come back in the next game and you immediately slice up a bunch of these weird bipedal robots that moo like cows. It's really awesome.
And moo for some godforsaken reason.
We don't know why.
I've never figured out why they fucking moo.
Kojima, that's why.
I'm sure there is a lore reason, but it's retarded whatever it is. It doesn't matter.
That was literally all I was to say. There was a lore reason, but it's still fucking retarded. It makes no sense. This is the effectiveness of distance fall, but equals agility bonus. Hey! I like it. That means I could fall from 40... Oh, no. 4 meters. Automatically reduced. Yep, 4 meters. Let's go reduce. Is jumping actually skill? Is that just
It is acrobatics.
which I do not have. Wait, actually do have one rank of acrobatics. It came with my class.
Although, actually, the reduced damage from falling thing, you don't actually need acrobatics. You can do it as a standard agility test or with the acrobatics skill. But, yes, if you succeed the test, you can safely drop a number of meters equal to agility bonus, plus 1 per DOS. So combine that with Catfall on a successful test, which you've got a better than 50% chance of doing, you can just automatically land safely and take no damage.
And I can do the cool thing. Other chance I eat shit completely.
Yes, there is always the chance you just eat shit.
I'm going to take it because I want to be dramatic. Let that be noted down for when I get just crit shitted from a fall. Just okay. But yeah, got me my Catfall. I don't think I'm gonna buy a rank of acrobatics, much as it tempts me.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Catfall for the memes is already expensive enough.
Right. I will return.
Well.
I mean, what other game are we ever gonna see a knight in action?
Yeah, this feels like something that probably doesn't happen a lot in Dark Heresy.
Yeah, so everything we've done in this campaign is stuff that doesn't happen in Dark Heresy.
I feel like that's why this
We
has been
have-
such a cool campaign.
Survive this longest, number one.
Yeah, no, Merz. Okay, so you know how there is low fantasy and high fantasy? Merz has put us in the high fantasy side of things. This is all very high tech shit.
This is stuff that isn't supposed to be common.
It's just, I'm so used to being stuck with my starting gear for 30 sessions and then dying.
That is fair, Snippy. But, I wanted this game to feel more like you were actually in like the Ravenor or Eisenhorn books, where you actually have your decent loadout, and at various points you can get better stuff, but even relatively early on, you got sufficient equipment to not just fucking die.
And just like in Eisenhorn, everyone is fucking dying. Just look at our last siege. Like, literally, everyone got fucking nuggeted or downed, except Juno. It was so well structured, just like a movie. We will never be able to replicate what happened in that hangar.
I don't see what the problem here is here. I came out a better servant of the Empire.
You had no arms, you had to stab the man with your fucking mouth sword.
Yeah, that entire scene was just fucking amazing.
Even before that scene, it was all so fucking great because we're going down one after the fucking other, and yet we still pulled through with an improvised explosive at the end.
Oh, we're not waiting for anybody. We could do the first precursor scans.
Yes, so you guys can get a flight up to the area around the Grave of Titans. Great pyramids and monoliths dot the landscape ahead, many of them inscribed with ancient symbols of the Mechanicum, and yet others with symbols more ancient still. Tombs and mausoleums of technology from the Dark Age, when Vindalex was first settled. But where there are those dead machines, there are also those teeming with electronic life. Almost the full strength of Vindalex is deployed here. A great multi-layered cordon around the excavation zone. Knights and true titans. And behind the mobile foundries and great apparati that are fielded for the construction of the Mechanicum's greatest war machines, the Ordinati.
There's a fucking Ordinati here?
They are starting to build one.
What?
You know that you know Big Bertha, right?
Yeah.
50 times that size. That's what you
Nice.
got.
It, as a Titan is to an Imperial Guardsman, an Ordinatus is to a battle tank. It is the super heavy of super heavies. They are so large, in fact, that the Mechanicum cannot transport them. They have to transport the adepts and machines used to construct them. And they build them on the world, and they have to leave them on that world forever. Because they do not have ships big enough to transport an Ordinatus.
I'm starting to see why my request was approved. It seems they're spared no expense on these men of iron.
Each one's actually built for a specific purpose. Individually built. Like usually for orcs, but you know.
You'll just hear a whispered "fuck" come over the Vox link from the guncutter's cockpit.
Fuck what? Are we locked on?
This is just a lot of kit they've brought out. More than I've ever seen in one place before.
Well, you should know the gravity of the situation then. You're in the Forge world, and there is a schism. They'll spare no expense. This thing has to be dealt with as soon as possible.
Let us begin our charge.
Make sure not to play with my food.
Kill quickly and efficiently. This is a foe unlike any you have faced before, and probably any you will face in the future.
What weapons is what's her name? Casa equipped with? It's a plasma pistol, right?
Oh, you are bringing Casa with you?
Oh, are we gonna bring Casa with us? That is a question.
Has she gotten her new skin yet?
Yes.
Then
Because
yeah.
it might be worth leaving her on the gun cutter to make sure the engines are still running in case we need a like a quick pickup.
And Kira is definitely staying on the gun cutter. She has
Yep.
basically no ability to do ground combat.
Well, my idea is if it was damaged, but otherwise, then yeah. So Cass's weapon is a plasma pistol, right?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because I now have a spare hotshot las gun because in my actual hands there's a melta gun and attached to my spine is a integrated laid las rifle. I'm pretty sure Jeff has a hotshot las gun anyways.
Yes. It is part of his standard kit.
Yeah.
Can Jeff use bolters?
He does not have bolter training right now.
Well, in the future, I want to get him better acquainted with my Condemner bolter. It'll be much better in his hands.
Also, some Ordinatus can move around. Like Ordinatus, her Vara, or whatever, with its massive treads.
Also,
yeah.
Ornatus, Armageddon also can move around.
Yeah, most of them have the ability to crawl. It's just they are too big to go on any ships that are capable of picking them up.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Even the gigantic things that normally drop Titans can't carry them. You would actually need to somehow get an Arc Mechanicus to land.
Or the Phalanx.
I think I found a good size comparison. It'll take a minute because of too many tabs.
Too many tabs. All right, so we're going in this thing with with what's his name? Motherfucker. DCL's
Rubius?
character writing on the back
Ah,
of Juno's knight and the rest of us on foot?
That is what I was going to ask. Are you on foot or are you in the Chimera?
I do not yet have the Mako trait where I can just drive the Chimera with my mind. So, does anyone else have operate surface?
Jeff does.
I do. I also have navigate surface. But I kind of need to be. I mean, either one of us could be in the mech, actually. I could take over the Chimera.
Fucking Ordinatus Armageddon, Jesus Christ.
Let's put Jeff in the Chimera then. He'll do just fine.
Jeff, don't crash my tank.
Technically, it's never per second.
I still say we should have
Technically, I'll
gotten a.
step on you in this night.
I still say we should have gotten a Baneblade.
We can't afford a Baneblade.
I mean, we did.
We actually had a shipment of 100 Beyblades.
But
they've all gone up to serve.
We can't carry a Baneblade. I wish we could, though.
Like physically or permit-wise?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright. Actually, So, would all of you be so good? Now, I've got you back here to pop yourselves on, well, pop yourselves where you're riding.
Can you move the Lupus step back, please? Thank you.
Yeah, I was just finding the correct button for it.
Unfortunately, it still shows front to me, so you're all just buried under there.
Yeah, that's just what happens when you control it,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Okay, apparently that's a solid. Okay, there we go.
It's quite funny. You know, if everyone's going to just ride on the tank, no, or ride on the knight, we can leave the Chimera at home, and you all just cling to the top and shoot down.
There's a reason I'm in the radiation being chief amongst them.
I mean, you don't have to be sensible.
So, yeah, Narcy, you're going to have to be getting pretty snuggly in there. This cockpit is designed for only one person when it's fully closed up.
I thought that would be the case, but that's fine. Because I have a great idea for a pie that will only give you minor radiation poisoning. I'll tell you all about it after we get off the Titan.
See,
As I
Can-
just cram myself behind the seat.
can Juno still operate her physical body when piloting the Titan, or is it like just total brain drain into there?
Your physical body is part of the Titan.
Alright. But I mean,
You
like, can I
are-
move my hand or like talk? Or is it gonna just
Yes.
be out of the speakers?
Yeah, you can control any of the Titan's subsystems, including the organic ones.
Of course, you can
Excellent.
talk. How else are you supposed to blare out your anime attack names?
Well, I was gonna use the speakers, but yeah. Alright. Yeah, the first couple times Juno talks is just through the speakers as she's getting used to it. That's funny. Just everyone hears, Narcy, get your hands to yourself. Ow.
There isn't a lot of space in here, I guess you haven't noticed.
Just sit on my lap. God.
I don't think that is a
I-
good idea.
I don't need to see.
Very well then. Yes, this. You have been broadcasting the last few. Never mind. Just go snugly on your power armored lap. Time to argue.
All right. Lupus Libertas, let's go. Stomp, 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 stomp.
Alright. So, I will put this question to you guys. We are about to start a combat scene. Would you like to start it now, or would you like to start it next time?
Knowing combat in this game.
Well, I'm biased because of, my sleep schedule. I'd like to at least get to the beginning of it, but there's only like 25 minutes before Bob and Savin need to go to bed.
This is essentially the beginning of it, Stray.
Yeah. If you guys are cool with it, we can just go to the beginning and stop in a half an hour. Get initiative and stuff like that out of the way, or we can wait till next week. It's up to you two.
I'm fine with whatever. I don't have anywhere to be tomorrow.
I wish for blood now.
Right then, let's get started.
Yeah, I'm okay with sort of like getting it started, so that way we could just jump in and start.
I didn't start blasting the Metal Gear Rising soundtrack for nothing.
That way, next week we can just go dick first into combat.
Alright then, you'll need to give me just a couple of minutes then.
Fair enough.
Holy shit, we're doing it! We have a knight! We have a knight and a chimera and a gun cutter. This is the biggest amount of vehicles I've ever seen in one of these games.
Oh, we should have gotten a Lehman Russ. Why didn't we get a Lehman Russ? Why are we dumb?
Oh, because they didn't have enough seats for everyone.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah, we'd have to have two.
I want to get a
Actually, at this point, with 3 of you in the night, on the night, you would, Aluminous would have enough seats.
Yeah, now. At the
Got, like-
time, no.
Driver, turret gunner, hull gunner. In fact, you would be one person too few to fully crew it because there are 2 Sponson guns.
We should get a Lehman Russ just for this encounter.
It's too late.
It is.
We could have gotten a Solar Auxilia Lehman Russ incinerator.
Oh,
Just like Mom used to make.
Shadow Sword.
They don't make them anymore. Solar Auxilia is a dream of the past.
Shh. We just need to find a Space Hulk. Actually, I do really want to do a fight on a Space Hulk. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I want to go to Space Hulk.
Rather than Space Hulk, Deathwing, Space Hulk, Ordoxenos. It'll be fine.
Yes.
Everything will be fine.
Yes. There's nothing on a Space Hulk that can rip apart a Terminator in seconds.
It's just full of orcs. We fought orcs before. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's
just
fine.
orcs. Yeah, just orcs. That's all there ever is on those and nothing else.
Although, when there's some big brains that do theory crafting on doing Space Hulk stuff, and it's actually way cheaper for the Imperium if they just were to send a bunch of stormtroopers in their armor with hotshot las guns, because Terminators are really expensive and kind of a waste, and they're really big and clumsy in close quarters.
Well, I don't know. It's one of those weird math things where it could lean one way or the other, because Terminators were somewhat designed to fight in close, well, quote unquote fight in close quarters. By fight, I mean they have those big automatic guns called bolters, and they just literally just point it halfway down the hallway and just squeeze. And
Man, that is not how any game of Space Hulk has ever gone.
yeah,
and
I know that's not how the game goes, but that's how they're meant to be used.
Yeah,
but
well,
if you just filled it with
um,
like stormtroopers and just had them do like Hellgun Hellgun volleys, then you'd get about the same result
yeah,
for much cheaper. But Space Hulks are supposed to be the thing that only fucking the ultimate Mary Sue's can tackle. So of course they send the Death Watch in.
what?
Deathwing, sorry.
That uh, no, Brendan?
Deathwing and Terminators. Deathwing are the Second Legion's Terminator group.
First Legion.
First Legion? Oh wait, they're First Legion? Okay.
Yeah, but no. I just mean that's just mostly where a lot of Space Marines go into Space Hulks, and Army contingents from time to time as well.
A lot of times it's just Terminators that are sent in there, as far as I remember.
I
Yeah,
mean, in
because
the
of
board
that-
game, sure, because they're the interesting ones.
Yeah, I'm talking about everything I've read is that they will send like whole companies into them.
Okay, yeah. I like the one Space Hulk that had those shape-shifting aliens in it that like they lost an entire like fucking company of people because they just kept picking them off and taking their forms. There's just one thing I don't ever want to face in this game, and that's enslavers.
Luckily, the Storm Wardens have those taken care of, so yay.
Do they?
I sure hope so. But yeah, that's part of the Storm Wardens lore on why they can't leave their planet.
Really? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah, they had a.
What? Eh?
I remember something about they had a massive enslaver fucking issue.
Nemesis incident started when the Storm Wardens, with the help of the Ordo Xenos, attacked planets infested with enslavers. Instead of just blowing the planet's kingdom come, the chapter master decided to send his men to fight the enslavers head on. Blah blah blah. Cost was high. Exterminatus to several planets.
Anyway, that's.
I just remember the Storm Lords and enslavers had a
No.
big thing going.
Yeah, you are correct.
Now I require a couple of minutes for the map to load because, big maps in Roll20.
Ooh. Let me zoom the fuck out then. There we go. Neato. Where'd you get this map?
The actual map proper, it is a Gabriel Picard one, Jagged Wastes, but I then did a color edit on it to make it more Martian rather than grey.
I thought it looked familiar.
Yeah, guys can make your way up through the cordon. You've been told to expect you, and once your idents are confirmed, can just roll on in. For a while, it's peaceful. Atomic wastes. Just as desolate as one would hope. Graves, your vantage point atop the Hound of Liberty. You can just feel the wind that's blowing and the tingle of radiation burning on your skin.
What little I have left.
Yep. But peace does not last forever. So, you've got the Knight and the Chimera. Basically, you can arrange yourselves at any point behind these natural gates, because as soon as you cross over them, shit starts. So this is like, you have this zone for your marching order.
Can you highlight us all and move us, Merzendi? That way we don't all have to move, you know. Basically, put Jeff wherever he wants to drive, and then just drag us over there.
Can we make this a little bit smaller? The
No.
camera is huge.
No, we cannot make this smaller. At least not without completely fucking the scale. Yes.
But I
Jeff will
can't actually.
hold a little bit behind the Knight.
Smart.
It has the advantage of a giant force field and better armor, so...
Would I be allowed to put in warp speed beforehand, or?
Yep. You have a nice drive, during which point you could do pretty much anything with conjuration. Well, not necessarily conjuration. Sorry, Snippy just threw
Yeah,
me there with
I saw that as
summoning.
well.
You could, if you wanted to, perform a conjuration. Would probably be a bad idea, but you can do you.
I mean, there are worse ideas.
I mean, I don't have demonology trained, but I think I might be able to pull something off. Okay. Definitely, I think this time I won't warp speed. 4. So I gotta change my thing back. There we go. 7. Then the 4. Jesus Christ. I'm having computer issues.
What is this about Jesus Christ? Who dare take the Lord's name in vain?
Oh, the Jews for starters.
What?
Listen to you little shit.
Oh, wow. I really wish I saved that for when I actually need to do an offensive attack. Okay.
Still no doubles. How dare you?
All right. I don't think I'm going to do my dome thingy this time. Do you think I should or shouldn't?
I think you should. You
Yes.
should absolutely cast as many buffs on yourself as possible. Both because I want to see you summon demons, and because I want to see you not die.
It's a very strange duality.
Is that true? Do you really not want to see someone die?
I want to see myself die, not you guys.
Fair enough.
The bubble is
I want to
extremely
see
helpful.
you die. I would be blowing you up more often. Still feel bad about blowing up the werewolf.
So to say, is there something you want to tell me, Snippy?
Look, man, he was a good boy. He didn't deserve it.
Alright, Baltus, how much PR did you use for that?
5.
So that is a radius 3, yeah?
Yeah. I really should just try and go for even numbers, shouldn't I?
I don't know. I don't play Psyker.
I mean, it just makes the math easier because everything's either round up. Well, everything's like rounded up or down. So if it's even, it's just automatically.
Why are you forcing yourself to be a square? You're not meant to be a square.
But Papa,
But Papa.
but Papa, my dream is to be a square.
All these
Oh, I
squares
think
make a
I know
circle.
what's happened. Fuck. That'd be why I couldn't do the control thing either. The mods I used for better Roll20 haven't been updated with the new Roll20 token shit.
Ah, that would explain many things.
VTT is lagging behind.
Probably not for long.
Well, Baltus,
I was going to do the thing where I cast it on a chimera anyway.
yeah, so conveniently, Radius 3 does just cover the entire Chimera if you want.
Convenient.
Oh, convenient.
Conveniorific.
Hopefully you can see that aura, even if,
No.
Nope.
oh fuck. Well,
You win some, you lose some.
There we go.
that's
I put the
now
aura
in-
down, and it worked.
All right, I'm just going to reload the page.
that aura is a bit too big. Namely, it's on the Chimera rather than on a single point within the Chimera. So,
Hey, you know what? It's easier that way.
you know what? Fair. I can just give the Chimera like a shield number. How much cover does the dome give?
Question.
It should be.
Oh yeah,
Thought it-
equal to the full psi rating. So
So should be 5. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like I had just clicked the restart button or the
Alright.
reload button. Oh, here's what I did.
so are you guys satisfied with this as your marching order?
Sure. For the record, my shields will be forward facing until otherwise noted.
Alright. So and I assume you are going to be going at the same speed. You aren't just racing off in the night.
Correct. I will make sure the Chimera can keep up with me.
Knights of Fire! Just
Sure.
start blasting the Eurobeat.
That's a question, which I'm just going to quickly look up. Which of you is actually faster?
I think the
You
night.
have the exact same speed. Both of you have
So-
standard speed 15.
So what you're saying is we should be racing.
Yeah.
And it's an even match.
But what is the integrity of the knight?
50.
Wow, he has almost twice the HP.
No.
Also significantly better rear armor. Slightly worse side armor though.
20?
But yep. It is 30-20-20 rather than 30-22-16.
Technically, the Chimera is tankier right now, thanks to Baltus.
Yes.
Fuck.
Mm.
Knight of Fire.
Yeah. You guys start drawing closer to the excavation site, but you pass by some particularly jagged rock formations. Out from cover behind them, spectral figures rise, the silent corpse Skitari once more. We'll have you guys all roll initiative, and I think with all of the setup, we'll probably actually have to call it here.
Yeah, that makes
Sounds
sense.
good.
We got
Uh,
the setup out of the way, so that's good.
What do I roll for initiative in this night? Just
Yours,
normal? Okay.
I'm just gonna spend the fate point for a 10.
I guess I might as well pop the fate too.
Hey, Merzendi.
hello.
Given that I have the superior flesh and everything like that, and I'm much better than everyone else, and basically the best person ever, can I just lean my optical mechadendrite and my fucking laid last rifle outside of one of the slits and open fire while keeping my body inside? Screw you, nerds. I'm a robot.
Yeah, actually, given it's just the optical mechadendrite that makes the difference. But yeah, you have a way of seeing without exposing the majority of your body, so...
I mean, all things considering, if something wants you dead, we're dealing with weapons that could just go through a lot of walls at this point. So
Which mortar?
The mortar and the chimera.
You mean the main gun?
No, there's a
No.
mortar in the chimera.
There's a mortar
You
in
can
the
Yeah.
back.
pop up the
somewhere.
hatch. And
Oh,
just shoot
well,
the
if-
mortar.
Well, if in that case, then we have Ceiko shoot that, clearly.
That would be a waste of Ceiko.
Yeah,
Yeah,
immensely.
he's a fucking sniper. So much better.
Actually, Ceiko should be fucking riding the knight. Now, actually, if anyone's going to be using the mortar, it should probably be Balti.
Balti is not trained in
You don't
anything.
need
Who
to train.
cares? It's a
It's a
mortar.
vehicle weapon.
You know,
I mean-
I can. I don't actually have to hold my gun to fire it. You know, I can.
What type of... I don't know what skill it is to use a mortar.
Launcher.
Yep, launcher, or in this case, as it is part of the vehicle, operate surface would give you the training. It's ballistic skill to operate it, well, to actually fire it, as it is a gun.
And what type of damage does it do?
Depends on the round. It's just open the Only War rulebook. It's the standard infantry mortar from that.
We
I'm
have
fairly certain my weapons are better than the mortar.
yours probably. Yeah.
For single target, yes. Basically, any weapon is better than the slightly improved frag grenade.
Yeah, we do have smoke and blind grenades though, or mortar rounds.
I'm not sure blind would work on these targets.
And they do
Probably
2d10
would,
energy
actually.
damage,
Huh.
setting aside
'Cause,
the blind effect.
Blind grenades work with special baffles that are specially designed to confuse robo-sensors.
Okie dokie.
They would completely disregard ordinary smoke, but, at least the reanimated corpses would probably be affected by blind. Actual men of iron, maybe not. They are cheatsy doodles.
Okay, I guess I can take launcher training in between sessions then, and that way, just in case, I can provide blinding cover. Hopefully these Skitarii all just have rad weapons and would be completely meaningless to Juno.
Alas, They seem to mostly be equipped with galvanic rifles.
That's not good.
I don't know what that means. I'm sure that's fine.
That's the railgun that
Oh no.
almost one-rounded Graves.
Oh no.
Oh, hey, we meet again.
I'm sure that's fine. I have 30 armor. Yeah, how bad could it be?
You have 30 armor on one side.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, that's true.
So that
And an ion
sounds like
shield.
Merz,
it sounds like the
I would
plan
like
is
to also use a fate point to maximize my initiative because I'm not going to use it until the next session, anyways. We're going to get a refresh, right?
So I guess I'll take training launcher and then try to blind these fools.
Yeah.
Because it looks like this guy does have a line on your side.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I mean, currently, so does this guy. He is just inside the,
Yeah.
the
I'm not
portal.
super worried about the little Scythia because they go really late in the turn order, and I'm just going to go step on them. That's actually a good point. How much damage do my Steppy Stomps do?
I'd
Yeah, I'm
have
not
to look into that.
Oh, you
because
have
I
a
feel like
chainsaw,
infantry getting
so-
stepped on by a Titan is probably not a great time for them.
Oh yeah, you
There-
also have a
there's
chainsaw
even-
the size of their body.
I mean, there's even fucking lore about it where where the person's like, despise infantry if you must, crush them underfoot if you want, just don't underestimate them.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go step on them.
Just do the stippy stomps.
Step.
Wait,
Alright.
what if they're snakes and they say no steppy?
Then you step on them
Uh,
harder. Because they don't
By
like
the
it.
way, Winter, are you still alive?
Yes, what, huh? I thought I rolled initiative, did I not?
I don't
Oh.
see you on the board.
I must not have. There we go.
Yeah, so I was doing my last check to make sure everyone was on, and I saw no you and no Jaff. Wow, this is pretty much just the good guys and then the bad guys.
Basically, yes. Stray, you should spend a fate point so that you can join the good guy team, and then we don't have to worry about it.
About to end the session
Fine.
anyway.
Let's all just
Fine.
waste our fate points since we get them back in the next session, anyways.
I know.
Turbocharge.
I just didn't want to be a dick.
No,
You
bully
should be a
Merz.
dick. These are heretics.
Yeah, I mean, for this it basically doesn't matter, because, like, woo, you get to go first, kill the first 5. That's,
We're in Stalingrad, guys.
I don't believe I have a bonus to initiative. I think that just makes me 10, right?
13.
13.
I've
Oh, right.
done
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, speaking of doing things, it's time to do experience.
Yay.
Alright. Did you explore a new and interesting location? Not yet, really. You've just
No.
gotten here. Did you uncover a new truth about the Gothic sector?
I don't think so. This was mostly a prep session, right?
I
I
learned
learned
all the
that
history of my
Italians-
knight.
I don't know that Italians still exist.
That was a meme.
Not for much longer. Yeah,
Everyone-
does
Everyone
my
learned-
history on my knight count?
Everyone learned the Eloa is now, a living hive. That doesn't count, but it's still fun.
Well,
Yeah,
everyone
that
learned
counts for a PC story. I don't think your knight service record particularly counts, Savin.
Okay.
You already
She's a
knew
princess.
about all those wars. Again, PC story. So, the fact that the Mechanicum contributed to those wars, woo, that's literally a thing that is already covered under common law. And just that knights were specifically involved isn't really enough to add to it. So,
Fair
note
enough.
that as well. Did you develop a relationship with an important NPC?
Does my
knight
knight
count
count as an NPC?
Didn't Juno just announce to the whole world that she's basically a princess?
I'm not an NPC, at least not in the game.
But you are a princess.
Didn't Juno announce that she's ugly and she's proud?
Wow!
I don't
Why
know,
all
I
the
was thinking-
bullying? What did
I
I
was
do?
suddenly thinking of SpongeBob. Juno hasn't even done anything.
Narcia might have already known
God.
that through her files.
There's 2
rest
sessions
of
all
you
day
guys
just
know that?
bully Savin.
I
Again,
don't know if I even
Snippy,
heard
that's a PC story. That is
Damn
not
it.
an important NPC.
Yeah. We didn't really
What's
talk
the
to
point
many
of this season,
NPCs this
PC?
session, so no, it was just all inter-party.
Yeah.
I did try to learn about the Scytharian.
Sicarians are not important NPCs.
No,
They,
fair enough.
they are just mooks. They're elite mooks. They're very stabby mooks, but they're mooks.
Fair enough.
You definitely discovered multiple new pages in multiple PC stories.
Yay!
Spider friends, spider friends.
Did you advance your investigations?
I mean, we advanced into the area, but I don't think that counts.
And we
We
got
already knew about these things.
all the shit ready to actually go fight the Men of Iron, hopefully. Like, we're not getting any more physically prepared.
Yeah, I will let you count that.
So,
And did you make a sacrifice for the greater good?
I mean, I'm a furry now so that I can move faster, so I can kill enemies better.
that was your
Also-
goal all along.
Also-
it's a tragic sacrifice.
Also, of course I did. I sacrificed all of that disgusting, weak flesh for the
That's
greater
not
good.
a sacrifice.
See, that would be a sacrifice if Juno had gotten augmented. I don't think anyone else
Ah,
is getting
Juno's
robot
the
parts.
only
I
one
am-
here who did not ask for it.
I am kidding, so.
So, 200 XP?
Yeah.
I think this is the least
sound
amount of
like
XP
just 200.
Yeah.
we've ever had.
To be fair, this is session 4 of the experience system.
Merz is finally reining us in.
Alrighty. Well, thank you very much for running, Merzendi. It was a hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah, glad you guys enjoyed it.
I have been secretly planning on horrifying Juno for a while. And in fact, when I found out about the cyber driders, the cyber spiders, my literal response to Merzendi was, let me pull it up. Yes.
How
It's,
fast can you make Juno puke?
You mean I can have a host of cyber driders crawling over my body from secret compartments in my limb? That would horrify Juno. I want that too.
Just as we were saying the XP, my fucking internet got out.
200.
200.
200.
Good.
Alright. If you're watching on stream or YouTube, thanks for tuning in. We will see you next time. Till then, adios.